already have this all plugged in. So, today was an interesting day. You guys know a lot. Some of you guys know I am actually a ER doc, um, um, board certified emergency room doc. Only reason I point that out because a lot of people don't, when you see me in certain roles, don't realize, yep, I am a real doc. I don't just go by the name Doc Beast or whatever. I'm a real doctor. And today was a big tragedy. There was an accident where a bus collided with a trailer, and it was a lot of, it was a couple of casualties. Well, a lot of casualties. Um, the patients were being transferred to Lehigh Valley, Geisinger, and Pocono Medical Center. And I don't know too much of the details of the crash because at the time that the crash happened and afterwards, I was working in the emergency room, um, seeing four of the members doing my part. We devised a plan amongst the hospitals to divide up the patients based upon how many patients each hospital can handle and also based upon the severity of the patients. So myself and the other docs agreed to take between 4 and 5 patients ourselves in our emergency room. And we came up with a number for our hospital, and some of the other hospitals came up with their numbers. So everyone really came together today. I congratulate the crew um, at Pocono Medical Center. I'm saying something good about the hospital, so hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. So everybody came together, everybody did well. But I just want to talk about how it's a tragedy that you can be doing anything in life. You could be riding a bus, you could be walking down the street, you could literally be minding your own business, and anything can happen. There are things in life that we have some control over, whether decide to join a gang, or whether you decide to use IV drugs, or whether you decide to change your life as far as diet and exercise. There are things we can control. And unfortunately, there are things we cannot control. Those people on that bus, did nothing wrong. It wasn't like they were driving or drinking or doing anything. They were just on a bus to enjoy themselves at the Poconos. And this happened, and their lives are done. And I was talking with, I'm gonna give a shout out to Joel, part of CrossFit Pocono, that we need to be thankful for every single day. When I see things like this helps me to be thankful for every single day. Not like, would it be a tragedy if something were to happen to me and my last thought was, oh, I can't stand my life, when actually in real life, we compare my life to whether it's some people in America or people around the world, I have a wonderful life. There's some things I'm not happy about, but I have a wonderful life. I'm not in slavery. I can do whatever I want. I can go wherever I want to go. Um, I don't have to worry about food or cover over my head. I live in a time where, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And I would hate for something to happen and someone last thought of me was, oh, Will's complaining about his nice life when there are people who have it much worse than me. Second thing, after gratitude, I honestly believe I want to live my life on E. This is a short life. So I want to have as much fun as possible. Responsible fun, of course, but enjoy nature, enjoy time with my children, with my family, my spouse, my dog, my sister. I want to enjoy my time on this. Friends that I make throughout my fitness life. I've met some wonderful people through fitness. It's amazing because of the way fitness is set up, whether it's the competition or the the conferences. I meet a lot of people and I listen to a lot of stories. Even being a doc, I meet a lot of people. So I just want to live my life on E. I do these races, I do these competitions. Um, I'm about to try something for the first time, a dance competition where I'm trying this Shaun T routine and I can put it on YouTube and as to be one of the ones chosen over the next 30 days as a routine. So I want to live my life saying everything that I wanted to try, I've tried. Even this right here is part of my legacy. I've always wanted to leave something behind for people to digest and help people, and this is part of that. And guess what? At some point, I'm going to buckle down and write a book. I want to live my life. I don't want to live my life. Oh, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. There's always going to be something, but at least I know I did a lot of what I wanted to do and just didn't sit around. I'm glad I became a physician. I'm glad, you know, I've competed in physique competition and plan on competing again. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted a certain type of physique because Lou Ferrigno is my role model. I look nowhere nothing like Lou Ferrigno, but I always wanted muscles and whatever. So I want to live my life in. I always wanted two wonderful, healthy kids. So live your life. Have fun. All the things you wanted to do for fun, go for it. All the things you wanted to do to be successful and you have dreams, go for it. Touch as many people as possible. That's the last thing. It's not worth it to go through life being angry at people, starting fights. I'm not trying to say try to be everybody's friend, but you can learn a lot and teach people a lot by learning the power of forgiveness, the power of also giving back to your community, the power of random acts of kindness. So, um, the last part is, and that was the third part, is just giving back. Um, number Not to backtrack, but number two is about living your dreams and having fun. Number three, and I'm gonna keep it just these three short points, is about being of service to people, whether it's through random acts of kindness or whether it's through forgiveness. Because forgiveness, when someone knows you forgive them, is not only a gift for you, but it's a gift for whoever observed you forgiving. Like, oh my God, this person, like I've learned a lot from people who've forgiven their rapists or who've forgiven the murderer of their spouse or their children. I'm not saying I have that power, but wow, that tells me a lot. And that person's taught me a lot about wow, if they can forgive that, I can forgive the little things, like for somebody calling me out of my name or some other little crazy stuff. So just giving back in some way, either in the form of financially or in the form of lessons or in the form of being an example. So life is short. Remember, number one, think about gratitude. Number two, think about living your life on E, leaving this life on E. You achieved all the fun things you wanted to do, and you achieved all the things you always wanted to do. Number three, living a life where you've given back. I don't plan. Hopefully, God willing, nothing happens to me. But if something happens, I want people to know that okay, um, Will had his flaws. All right, he had his flaws, but at least he was a caring person, loving person. He gave back. He has these Doc Beast daily videos that we can learn from. Um, because of Doc Beast, Dr. Perry, I have the motivation to go to medical school. I have the motivation to get a six pack. I have the motivation to leave random acts of kindness like huge tips that may be 50% of the bill or even the same as the bill. So that's why I do this stuff. That's why I do this stuff. Today really hit me hard. It's like, wow, we could be gone in a second. We have control over some of this stuff, but not all of it. God bless. God bless. And just be grateful. That's the number one. Be grateful. Live your life on need, giving back in the form of fun and doing your accomplishments. And number three, just giving back to the community through being an example, random acts of kindness, and lessons in life. All right? Peace out.